Hi everyone, welcome to Tech Talk. Today we are going to learn some more basic operations on Python data types. So without any further ado, let's get started. So as we learned in our earlier classroom that this is a list and this is a pattern with square brackets, we can create our list. So I'm taking my terminal over here and I'm converting it to my interactive shell and I'm going to split it over here and again doing the same thing. And I'm going to create one list here. I'm going to create this same list in my Python interactive shell like this. Okay. So as we learned in our earlier classroom that how we can see what are the attributes our list have. So we can write dir within round brackets underscore underscore a dir list. Yes. Now you can see that these are some attributes which are having underscore underscore in the starting and underscore underscore in the end. So for now you can ignore these attributes because these attributes are for Python's internal use and these are very rarely used externally. So currently we are going to work with these attributes which are not having any underscore. So first we see this is the attribute called append. So what append does, we can check it like this: help within round bracket list dot append. Now you can see that append is a method because it has round brackets over here and append object to the end of the list. That means it will add any object to your list. So um, we can write it here: Monday temp dot append. Okay, and round bracket. Now what I want to add, I need to write that object over here. But before that, I'll show you that append has two arguments to pass. That one is self, comma object. Now what is self? So you can simply ignore self because self is actually referring the list itself. So wherever you see self, that means you need not to pass anything. So we are ignoring self over here and then comma object. So we are going to pass our object like suppose 8.1 Monday. Oh, sorry, this name Monday temp. Yes, dot append 8.1. Okay. So now if I see Monday temp, you will see that 8.1 is append here. So that means one object is added in your list. Now, next we can see that there is a attribute called clear. So how we can check what is the use of clear? Help list dot clear. Okay, it will remove all the items from the list. And what are the arguments it's taking? Only self. That means there is no need to give any argument in the round bracket when you are using clear. So we can do this like this. Um, Monday temp dot clear round bracket close and open and close, enter. And now if I see Monday temp, you will see a empty list over here. So now we are going to learn one more attribute that is called index. So I'm going to create one more list over here. I'm going to create a list called my list equals to my list equals 8 comma 5 comma 6. Okay. So now if I want to see what index does, I'll write help list dot index. Now index will return first index of the value. So I can know the index of my value when the value first occurred in my list. So that means my list, here I need to write my list and index is suppose 5. Now you can see the index returned is 1. That means 5 is in this position and Python has its indexing starting from 0, then 1, then 2, infinite. That means it will start from 0. And now here you can see in the round bracket, the arguments we have passed is self, that means you can ignore it. There is no need to pass anything. Then the value, that means the value for which you need to know the index, and start equals to 0. So if you don't mention anything explicitly, it will start to look for your value in your list from 0th position, and stop value is this. So if you do not mention anything explicitly for stop, it will look for the value in whole the list. But if you want to mention your start and stop position, you can mention it like this, like my list dot index. Now value is 5, comma, start equals to, if I want to say 2, that means it will start from here, 6. Okay, so and stop, I'll not mention anything. So here you can see that value error 5 is not in the list. You can see in this description that it will raise, index will raise value error if the value is not present. So why it is showing 5 is not in this list? 5 is present over here, but still it is showing that it is a value error, 5 is not in the list, because we have mentioned the start position as 2. That means 2 means here, and from here in the rest of the list there is no digit as 5. So that's why it is raising this error as 5 is not in this list. So like that you can also use stop argument as well. Okay, so now we are going to learn how we can slice our list. So first I'll create one more list over here. Suppose one simple list I'm going to create now. 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay. So if I see what are the values, so this is my list. Now if I want to slice it, before let you know how to slice our list, let's discuss how to have the items of list by giving the index number. Like previously we have learned that how you are getting the indexes of each item of your list. Now where we are doing it reversely, like I'm writing it my list, and now if I want to have my fourth item, that means the item which has index as 4 in my list, I'll write it like this, my list within square bracket 4, and I'll be getting 5. That means the index starts from 0, so 0, 1, 2, 3 and 4. So this is the way of getting your items of your list on the basis of the index number. So now if you want to slice it down, that means my list. Now, if I want to check the items from 0 colon 3, that means 0th index to 3rd index, I'll be getting 1, 2, 3. How? 0, 1, 2, but it is not including the value which has index as 3, because this is the way you need to remember it. Like in Python, the upper value of your list slicing index is not included when you are getting the lists items returned like this. So that means if you are doing 0 to 3, it will only count 0, 1, 2. Third index will not be included here. Like this, if I want to return, suppose I want to return 1 and 2, that means my indexes will be 0 to 1. And as if I give 1, if you see here, if I give 0 to 1 my list, you will only get 1 because the upper limit will be excluded. So what I'll be doing, 0 to 2. If I do 0 to 2, then I'll get the first two items of my list. So there is a shortcut of doing this, like 0 to 2. That means if you are willing to get back your list items from starting, that means from 0th index, you can remove 0 from here and you can just write simply colon 2. You will get 1 and 2. Like this, if you need the last, suppose last three items, that means 1 2 3, that means 0 1 2 3 4. So you need to write 2 2 0 1 2 3 4. 4 will be excluded, so I have to write 5 so that I can get this 5 value also. So if I write my list 2 to 5, I'll get the last three items 3 4 5. But the shortcut is, you can write it 2 colon and close the square bracket. Output will be same. So like this, we can slice our list. So now here also we have some disadvantage. Like if you want to return your last three items of the list, that means my list 2 to 5, you need to count the items, how many items are there in your list, like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and then I need the last three items. That means here the index will be 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. That's why I need to give 2 to 5. Like this, we need to count. But for bigger lists, suppose your list is having hundreds of items, this count is not possible. You cannot count the hundreds of items and what would be the last three items indexes. Then you will write your slice indexes. This is not possible. So Python is giving this feature called negative slicing or negative indexing to work with bigger lists, or to work easily with your lists. Like this, if you're writing your my list, what is this? Okay, this is the value. So now 5 is the last item of my list, correct? So and it has the positive index of 0 1 2 3 4. 4 is the positive index. And now if you see my list, and I'll give -1 over here, you will be get back 5 only. That means 5 has one more negative index. This is -1. So for positive indexing, you'll be indexing like this: 0, 1, 2, 3, and 4. And for negative indexing, you will be indexing like this: -1, -2, -3, -4, -5. So now if I want to return my last three items of my list, I need not to count it. I just simply write -2, -3, 2, and colon and enter. So I'll be getting 3, 4, 5, the last three items. Like this, if I want to return last two items, I'll be getting -2, colon, and 4 and 5. So now if I want to slice it with negative indexing, that means my list, and I want to slice it with my this 2 to 4. That means the negative indexing value will be -1 2 3 4. That means -4. And what is the negative index of 4? -1 2. So -2. But if you do -2, let's see, you will only get two values because upper limit is already excluded. So what we need to give it here? -3. So if I give -3, sorry, not minus 3, minus 1. So if I give minus 1 here, you'll be receiving the last three items, the three items. That means this 2, 3, 4 items of your list. Like this, we can use positive indexing as well and negative indexing along with that. So, so just remember that every item of your list has two indexes. One is positive index and one is negative index. So now we are going to learn how we can slice or we can index our strings as well. So that, like previously we have learned how we indexed our list, so we can also index our string values as well. So I'm creating one string here. My string equals to hello. Great. So now if I write my string and within square bracket 1, guess what I'll get? I'll get E, because the indexing is done in a string as well. So indexing is done like this: 0, 1, 2, 3, 4. So E is the item E has the index of 1. So like this, we can also do negative indexing as well. Like if I do minus 1, you will get O, like this. The last item's index is minus 1 as negative index. And also if we do slicing, lies 1, 2, 3, you will get 1, that means E, and 2, 3, that means L, because 3 is the upper limit and it is excluded. So this is the thing. And now one more interesting thing I'll teach you. Like if you create one list like this, my list equals to hello, comma 2, comma 5, comma 7. Good. So what is the value of my list? This one. Now if I do my list and I want to have the 0th element of my list, what I'll get? Hello. Now if I write my list within square bracket 0 and within square bracket 2, guess what I'll get over here? L. Why so? Because my list 0, that means the 0th element of my list is hello, and 2, that means the second element, that means the element which has which has index as 2 in my 0th element, that means 0, 1, 2 is L. That's why we are getting here L. So this is very interesting. Try it on your own and let me know how it goes. So like we have done the indexing in our list, can we do the indexing in our dictionaries? Let's try it out. So I'm taking this dictionary over here. Okay. So if I do indexing here, student grades and 1. Oops, what I'm getting here, that key error 1. That means my student grades dictionary is not having any key which is 1. So there is no key as 1 in this dictionary. So what are the keys that we have in our dictionary? Like Mary, Lisa, Zil. So can we index with our key values in our dictionaries? Let's check it out. If I write Mary over here, yes, we are getting the value of Mary's grades. That means dictionary can be indexed but with its key values, not with integer indexes. So this thing you should remember. And this is the feature of dictionary that makes it dictionary, because just write one dictionary which is having conversion like English to Portuguese. So if we do this and if we create one dictionary like this, like rain means chuva, and it should be in quotation, and sun means soul. Good. So this is my dictionary. Now if I search it with my key of rain, I'll get the meaning of rain in Portuguese, like chuva. So this is the usefulness of dictionary, which is having indexes with its keys, not any integer indexing. And last thing, now I'm going to show you like this. If you want to, if you want to go back from your Python interactive shell to your command line, you can simply write exit and open and close parenthesis. You'll be get back to your command line. And if you want to clear your screen, you just simply write it clear and the whole screen will be cleared. So try it out and remember these things. So I hope you like this classroom and you have learned something new. And stay tuned with us for next classrooms. And don't forget to like, share, and subscribe our channel. And keep watching and keep learning. Till then, see you. Bye bye.